I told them how I was going to handle it. Now they could, I mean, they're the boss, I'm not, but I think they respected the fact that they understood I wasn't going to say anything. And I got great friends. I got friends 27 years here that I didn't return their calls either. And a couple that I did, I got stung. And, you know, like I said, the Michigan State people, here's what I'd like to say to all of you. You know, it's like the logo to me. I'd like to say this to all of you. I've proven over 27 years to be the most loyal guy next to Mike Krzyzewski, Jim Boeheim, and I have no interest in touching Paterno. No interest in getting that far. But I'm right there with those other guys, loyal to this university, do anything those alums would ask, open, anything they would. If they can't understand that I have a family, I have life decisions to make, and because of the media now changing, I mean, I took my kid to the grocery store at 9:30 at night and it was reported in the newspaper. I struggle with that. So if I think there's some guys in here I have great respect for that I've had, you're one of them. If you got a better way for me to handle it, let's do it off this stage and I'll be great with it. I swear to God, I'm not pacifying because it made my life terrible.
By the way, I tried to attend that luncheon you had last month and was told it was just for a more exclusive crowd. But
I'd have got you in.
Let me get to this question because this is really what I intended to ask you tonight. Tom, as candidly as you can get to this thing, and I get to the heart of what's gone on here for 9 days, obviously integral to this was LeBron James. Could you have made this move without the assurance that he would be there? What did it help us understand here exactly how pivotal it was? Because even though we understand there was a great deal of money, it still seemed to come down to what kind of team you were inheriting, and LeBron James was going to be a 180-degree difference there either way.
I think that's 100% true. I mean, that was one of the key factors. I mean, 100% true. And but I'll tell you something else that was true. I had to do a little, you've heard the thing capology, you know? I'm not a capologist. And I didn't understand all that, so I'm trying to garner all those things and learn about them and kind of see if LeBron James would have stayed, that doesn't mean I would have been there. And if I understood the cap and there were a lot of other, you know, players that, you know, maybe they could have got in there, and that was not the only factor. Was it a big factor? Sure it was. He's one of the greatest players in the world. And that took a little time. It took a little time to understand that. But remember, Lynn, the one thing that Mark said that is so true, you looked at it as 9 days, I looked at it as 3 or 4 in my own mind. And I can understand why people would take that wrong, but I did what I thought I had to do, and I thought somebody recently said it best on a radio show that I heard. You know, maybe there was a time I wondered if he's doing it for the publicity or doing it for this, all these crazy things. But nobody would go through this if he knew what he was really doing. And you know what? It's not like it was a coin flip. I mean, Michigan State is where I want to be. I just wanted to look at the process and look at it. And for that, I apologize to the Michigan State fans that I must have offended. But you know what? They've gotten their money's worth. And better yet, they're going to get their money's worth. So I'll make it up to them. I promise you, I'll make it up to them.
Tom, third.